What's up, dudes? So here we are back at it again. We are on the banks of the Etowah River, and we're planning to do, it's gonna be 2 nights, 3 full days of paddling. We have decided to put in here at the Highway 136 bridge. We were gonna put in a little further north, but we haven't had a whole lot of rain the past couple weeks, so things are gonna be super scrapey. At least putting in here, we know we've got a solid float, at least for 2 full days. We might get into some low water on day 3. But here are the rigs, just these little Pelican fishing boats with some packs strapped to the back. Not ideal, and honestly probably a little overweight, but it's what we got and we're gonna send it anyways. So it's 10 o'clock in the morning now, and we're gonna try to make it about 12 miles today. So we've got I think it's been getting dark around 8:20, 8:30. So we've got till probably 7 o'clock, 7:30. We'll probably try to stop somewhere an hour or so before dark and set up camp. And hopefully it will be inside the WMA. If not, use your imagination of what we'll be doing, because I'm not gonna say that we're gonna do anything illegal. But yeah, let's get after it. So we'll just stay river left, Nathan, and we'll try to stay out of those branches and shit over there where that boat's already hung up at. Looks like it's been there for a minute, so probably in the last high water event. And it's just crumpled around that tree. That's why you want to watch out for those fucking things. That's a whitewater boat. Nice little water to get the blood going. See if we can paddle back up right here. Let Nathan drain his boat. Dangerous section of river we're on here. Having to navigate all these blowdowns, strainers. Took the first swim of the day on that last strainer. I was nervous about getting hung up in the branches, so luckily everything that wasn't tied down we recovered, except for a Red Bull. Water's fucking freezing, but I'm already back warm now. We're doing good, so hopefully it stays that way. Got some little rapids here. Big tree hanging off on river right, so try to stay river left. That's what I was wondering. Yeah. What's strange to me how the river seemed like it was bigger back there. Now it's kind of channeled.
I was saying thinking if we're going to Dawson Forest, it's going to be a little bit skinnier. I always remember it being a little bit smaller.
I think it's about this size. It gets way bigger. It gets bigger. It gets pretty big some spots of Dawson Forest, if I remember right. And then once we get on the other side of Dawson Forest, like headed down towards Canton, it gets real wide some places. That's a nice little sandbar.
That's what I was just looking at. Mm-hmm. I get him shit all the time about him looking for shit, and you go out there and find one on the first day.
Yeah. I didn't even mean to find that one, man. That was just stupid fucking luck. I literally was not... I mean, we were by water, but we were hiking up on the trail. And we stopped because I was taking a guy from work up there to Nimbleville to Building Falls because he's from Chicago. So he's never, like, done any hiking like that, you know. And so... And it was raining and shit, fucking muddy everywhere.
Yeah, I know that.
And,
There's a small bamboo patch there. You know what that is?
Yeah, probably. And so, but we stopped and we were talking because across the river up the bank was a bunch of rocks and like you could probably see small caves up there. And he's asking me about bears and shit. And I'm like, yeah, they'll probably stay there. And then I just stopped talking and he's like, you good? And I bent down and picked it up off the ground. I was like, I just found a fucking arrowhead. And he's like, no fucking way. Okay, so another river rod strainer. The water was up anymore. It'd be real difficult to get around. But we managed to get out of the boats and push the boats under and then climb around over the top, whatever. So no more swimming yet. The water's too cold for that shit, honestly. A little bit of action coming up here. Piece of cake. Looks like the best option is between the root ball and the bank on the left. Yeah, definitely an old bridge pylon, but there ain't nothing on this side. Back pedal pretty hard. Huh? Well, at least you're over here. Watch your head for goddamn critters. That was painless enough. So this is Highway 53, bridge over the Etowah in Dawsonville. We were kind of concerned with strainers here, but it looks actually really clear, which I'm excited about. We haven't really had that many strainers to deal with. We just passed one about 100 yards back that was oh shit, and I'm running my mouth, not paying attention. Anyways, we passed one about 100 yards back. You actually had to get off the boats, pick the boat up over it, and continue on. Well, somewhere right in here is where you used to be able to see that boat. Probably right up there in them sandbars or something. I think that's the first time I've ever been under that bridge. And I don't think I've ever floated this section either. So, guess stay tuned. Etowah Water and Sewer Authority raw water intake. I did read about this in the guidebook, and they take in something like 1 million gallons a day or something here. Yep, looks like an old bridge pylon. Then again, who knows? And I would hope I was wrong, that wasn't just the raw sewage coming back out, but you can never tell with these companies anymore. It doesn't smell like sewage, but yeah, that's a good one. Oh. So this is probably the most gnarly one that we've come to so far, but luckily we can scout around this bank right here, so we'll have to go up over there somewhere and see if we can get around. But I'd hate to have to try to do this on the water like we used to in the ones earlier. All right guys, so it's 3:20. We've been paddling for about 5.5, 6 hours now. Just north of here, probably 2 miles, we got hung up on some crazy strainers, and I didn't even bother with getting footage because we were too busy trying to get through it safely. But we got through, and then we made it past about a quarter mile past the nearest launch site here at Highway 9. There were like 15 boaters and people swimming there, so we just came on past it, found this little gravel bar here, and we got some lunch out, ate lunch, restocked our water supply, got some liquid IV, and then we weren't really sure how far the waterfall was from here, so we got the guidebook out, read the guidebook. Looks like we've got about 5.5 more miles 5 hours or so, 6 hours of paddling left still. So that's gonna put us about an hour before dark, which will be nice. We'll have time to get some firewood and stuff up. I was gonna fly the drone here, but it's just so much work to get all this shit out. I really probably should have never brought it. But yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Woo! Jesus Christ. Pick that bag up.
Fuck, I don't even clean out my head.
Damn it. Thing is, I ain't in no better position than you are right now. Oh no, lost my water. So we're entering Dawson ForestWMA. A lot of people know it because of the quote-unquote nuclear aircraft quote they were trying to build. Whether or not that's what they were doing or not, who knows, but pretty big area, 10,000 acres. Me and Nathan have explored probably the majority of it, but this is a good indicator that we're here. This old bridge that used to go across. They used to run little rail cars and stuff across it. Truth be told, may or may not have gone across that bridge once or twice in my day. Never jumped, it ain't deep enough. I'm actually not sure if that's the same bridge I'm thinking of. That might be a different one. The bridge I remember had a big bank on the left side of it. Either way, that basically marks us being inside the WMA. So it's where we'll be camping tonight. We don't have to worry about building a fire or anything. We'll be able to do that. So far so good. Oh, Nathan finally got his swim out of the way. So we've each had one swim apiece, and hopefully that's it for the trip. Although we still got 2 more days of paddling, so who knows. So this is what Dawson Forest is famous for. These underground bunkers. They're all over everywhere. We've been in that one. There's 2 stories right there. It would have actually been 3, including the top, but you can actually go down and there's another door on the inside where people have dug, and there's a ladder that goes down. I don't know how much has been dug out recently, but you could go down probably 3, 4, or 5 feet, and they were still working on digging the rest of it out, but there's no telling how deep those go. There's some on the other parts of this place that are, you can drop rocks in and count to like 3 or 4 seconds before they hit water. It's back in the 50s when they were running all this operation out here. They had big generators with pumps that would keep pumping the water out because it was so low right here on the side of the river. It was so low in the water table that the underground rooms would fill in with water if they didn't pump it out. But it's been, I guess, maybe 1961, 62, I think, is when they closed operations out here. And it's taken until now for everything to get back normal. And it still isn't normal. Like if you hunt out here, you have to take your game and have it checked for radiation. And there's still 2 places with fences around that you're not supposed to go into that are places where radiation has been detected within X amount of years past. So it's pretty interesting. There's several bridges. We just crossed under that one. You can still actually drive across that one. And then not far from here, actually straight through the woods right here, are some underground shafts that me and Nathan have found and gone into. So it's a pretty cool place. Found this old wheel looking thing out here in the middle of the forest.
Thing's quite sharp. I'm tetanus in them.
Don't say that.
God damn, that was cold.
Looks like some kind of water machinery, maybe.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely got a pipe and.
I don't know. The question is, it looks like it's been chained to that tree, but it's not wrong. It's not right into the tree or anything.
It's definitely, well, the backside is. It's grown around it on the backside. All right, guys. So we touched down at camp. We got in about 7 o'clock. We got in about 16 miles today, is what we figured out. And this is the river here with this little tributary flowing in from the side. Give you a little tour of camp. We got my hammock set up, and then the fire pit. We gathered up some firewood already. Nathan's set up. He's gonna try to hold off and see if it's gonna rain or not. If it starts raining, he'll flip his over. Used one of our throw ropes to set up and dry everything out. Got the boats flipped over and draining. And right up there, probably can't see it too well, but that's Barefoot Falls. That's the lower. There's an upper. And we'll have to go over and get some water and stuff in a minute for dinner. We got an hour and 15 or so before the sun drops all the way down. And so we'll probably try to get dinner cooked and stuff before then. Got enough firewood to last about probably an hour or 2. We're just wanting to get it burning a little bit to kind of run out some of the bugs. So you guys stay tuned. Made it over here to the base of Barefoot Falls. And on up above that top tier and around the bend a little bit is the top of Barefoot Falls. I don't know if we'll make it up there, but I have repelled that top section before. Gotta get